Are you guys ready? I am just getting set up here, and I want to welcome you to my Facebook page, Chalk with Mia. I am here doing another big project tonight. Hopefully it won't be hard though. This is a new transfer that just came out in our new release, and it was a little rainy today in Virginia, where I am on the coast of Virginia, and I was just kind of inspired by the rain, I guess, knowing that just means that spring's just around the corner. So I wanted to do this transfer. It says no rain, no flowers. And I had this frame that just happened to fit the size. And so, so I thought, hey, let's give this a go. So, so I had this frame. I've got the transfer. The frame width is a little bit tight, but what I'm going to do is I'm not going to do some of these outer pieces, so it'll look a little bit better when I do the transfer. So I was trying to get my computer up here so I can see all your comments as we go through. But ooh, I got my, hold on guys, let me switch this so it's a little bit, is that right? Anyways, it's not important that you see me, it's important you see the project. My computer, as always, I use an old work computer, and so it's always super slow. All right guys, so I have this frame. So again, you guys can probably guess where I got it from. The thrift store, and it actually had this print in it, and it's quite pretty actually. I really like the print, so I'm gonna keep the print and maybe just sell it on its own in the shop as like a filler piece, just for a buck or two, just because I actually really like the vintage flowery boho look of it. So so that'll work great. This wire is just the wire on the back of that frame. So I'm gonna put this aside for a second that you guys can see. And oh, let me turn the volume down on my computer. We don't want to hear me twice. One time's probably plenty. Okay. All right, so let's see here. All right, so I've got this really large, I've got my camera like way up, you guys, and it's a pretty large transfer. This transfer, it's an E size transfer, our largest size. If you guys are interested, going to my website, I think I'm showing it. Yep. Okay, so it's E201103, and just to let you guys know, Chalk Couture is so awesome. They just came out with flat rate shipping, so no matter how much or how little you buy, it's like $6.95, I think. And hi, Steph, how are you? Flat rate shipping, you guys. Is that not crazy? So I'm super excited about that. So you can go to my website, you can buy it. Also, if you, they have a transfer palooza going on this month, that if you buy 3 transfers, you get the 4th one free. So, so yeah, so now is the time. It is the time. All right, so let me, oopsie, I didn't realize that would do that. Oh. You'd think this was the first time I was ever on Facebook. Okay, so again, I've got my canvas, that rolled canvas that I've used in the past. The last time I used it was on my, the octopus one that I used. And I painted it, remember? I painted it black. And so, all right, hold on. This is, let me add a co-host. Oh. I'm trying to think. I started something and now I don't know. Watch party. Eek! How do I end a watch party? You guys, oh my gosh. And so I'm actually almost near the end of this rolled canvas. So I'm just going to use that. So I'm going to take this. I don't care if I'm a little bit over because I will size it down. Oh, thank you, Steph. All right, I'm going to take this and I'm just going to cut it. I actually need to order more. I need to go to the Zon and order more canvas paper. So as you guys know, I just order this canvas paper. Sometimes I order it in 9x12 booklets. sized paper, and then other times I order it comes in a roll. I've taken the cardboard piece out of the middle. That keeps it in a nice tight roll for me. But it comes two-sided. So it comes with more of a white finish and more of a linen finish. And I think I'm going to go with the linen because, I mean, as you guys can see, so I've got this gold frame. So you've got that or you've got that. And I think the white is a little too stark against it, just my personal opinion. So I'm going to go with the linen side. I'm going to put this behind me. I can do a little something with what's left of that. All right, and we're gonna finish. All right, let's see if I can get this thing going again. All right, guys. Okay, so we're gonna open this up so that we can get going. And I'm going with, I know it's spring colors, and I am gonna go with some spring colors, but I'm gonna kind of go with muted spring colors like mustard and like a poppy red and gray blue and a green and orange and all of that. So hopefully they will look pretty. We shall see what ends up happening. Okay, so, and I'm so sorry you guys can't see the whole thing, but as we go, I promise I will, oh, that's right by my head. I will scoot it because I'm going to do the pull method. I'm going to first do the middle section because I want that done, and then we will work from there. Okay, let me see if I can get my computer to finally be able to see, because sometimes Facebook does not like sharing. And I know that's a curse word to Facebook, but you know what, Facebook? On you. That's it. I've done it. Facebook's never going to show any of my stuff ever again. You can probably bet on that. All right. So let's see here. And we're going to... All right, guys. If you can say hello and let me know you're here, that would be wonderful. If this is the first time watching me or your first time seeing Chalk Couture, please put a 1 in the comments. That would be wonderful. All right, these large transfers, you guys, whew, you gotta be careful because pulling them, because they're so large, you can definitely have it fold on itself. Which is not the most ideal situation. So I'm just going to take my fuzzing cloth here and I'm just rubbing it all over different areas just to get some of that sticky, you know, add some fuzz to the back of my transfer. That's going to help it reduce some of the stickiness because sometimes it's so sticky that, that this green part will stick to your surface, and you don't want that. You don't want to lose, you know, ruin your surface or anything else. So, let's see here. Oh, wow, that did not, oh gosh, sticky, sticky, sticky. Fun DIY home decor canvas wall art. Okay, let's start a Facebook watch party. All right, guys. Okay, so you want to add a little bit sticky, but with these large ones, when you're taking it off the backing, they can fold on themselves. And if that happens to you, do not freak out. Do not freak out. Everybody just stop and breathe. What you do is you slowly pull it apart. If it seems like it's giving you some resistance and you think you're going to tear or ruin the screen mesh part of our transfer, then put it in some lukewarm water and just let it sit and then work it apart that way. That water will help break down the sticky a little bit. You don't want to leave it in overnight. You don't want to do that, most definitely. But you do want to leave it in there for a little bit or run some warm water on it while you are trying to pull it apart. Okay, so the other trick, this is a big piece. So our backing sheets have two sides. See that shininess? And then the other side is very dull. You don't have the shiny side. So the shiny side is always the side you want to put your transfer on. So I always write on the back side no rain, the name of the transfer, or something that will trigger me to know which transfer goes on this backing, so I can put it back on here later. So I know I'm not going to put the transfer on this side. I'm going to put it on the other side. If you put it on this side, it's matted, and so it's a matte finish, so it may ruin your transfer. It may stick too much. Okay, guys, are we ready? Oops. All right, so, see, mine's already started to stick on itself because I let it dangle. Look, we're just going to lightly pull, and there we go. Okay. I got some wood chips or something on here. All right, so I'm almost thinking I want to lay my canvas paper on this, but we're going to try it this way. Okay. As long as I don't have it too off center, we can work with it. But look, these large ones are a little bit of a handful. Okay. So let's get this one. Maybe if I work side to side, that'll be better. All right, so let's get this. We have a little bit of an edge there. Again, as long as I'm not crooked, I'm okay. Oh, we're gonna go. And one thing that can help us with making sure we're not crooked a little bit is we've got these self-healing mats. Oops, see, I've got some wrinkles down here. See these little wrinkles? You don't want wrinkles. You want it to be a nice flat. Hey, Jennifer, how are you? Hi, Sharice. How you doing? All right, so this is a big one. So we do have this self-healing mat, and I have it. To be honest with you guys, I probably don't use it as often as I should, but I really, really should, because it's got these beautiful lines on it that end up helping us make sure that we are straight. Oopsie. Okay. Yep. All right, so we're straight there. Okay. Now you do not want any bubbles. You don't want any air pockets or anything anywhere where the screen meshes. If it's over here in the green part, you're okay, because you're not really using that, you know, as part of your project. Okay. So again, if you're just joining, please say hello or spread the love if you are inclined to do so. If not, I completely understand. All right, so I'm using our 4-inch spreader because I want to get as much of the air bubbles out as I can. Again, the genius part of our product versus like a stencil that you'd buy in a craft store is there's no mesh part. Ours has a mesh in it, and the reason is that when I put my paste on it, it's going to go through that mesh and not go anywhere else, except if there's an air bubble. If there's an air bubble, then it's got to go somewhere, and it's just going to work itself around that air bubble. And so then you will get that bleed that happens with traditional transfers and stencils. But the screen mesh really helps. And I keep getting a little bit of lift. When there's a lot of screen mesh area, it is hard to get all the air bubbles out. But we're going to do it, you guys. We're going to try at least. Okay. I'm telling you, sometimes when you have a long, hard day at work. Hi, Ian. I hear you. Sometimes when you have a long, hard day at work, it's kind of nice if you're a creative person and you need that outlet. It's really kind of nice to come home. You know, everybody has their own little outlet. You know, my brother hunts, right, Ian? You like to hunt and do things like that. I like to create. I like to make pretty things. And that's why I got into Chalk Couture, was because I can take a while to create something, or it can just take minutes. And sometimes when you have other responsibilities, family, jobs, whatever, sometimes you don't have all day to just sit and create. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is I'm going to do the New Rain, No Flowers, because this is going to take a little bit longer. Okay, guys, so I just want to, hey, Andrea. All right, so I just want to do that part first. And I was thinking kind of this gray blue or this blue. I'm not sure. Steph, your comments are posting twice. I don't know why. A little weird. All right, so I'm thinking I'm going to go with this blue just because this one might be too light up against this canvas. I don't know. And with all those flowers, I don't want the words to be lost. So we are going to get this ready. All right, so sometimes this is what it looks like when you open up your container. Ooh, yeah, and this one's thick. It's been sitting for a while. I might have to see if I have another case. It's not a bad thing. Here, I'm going to show you guys. It just means that I haven't used it in a while. I'm going to punch some holes to try to get some movement. But literally just some water and some good stirring will bring this paste back to life. It looks like Play-Doh right now, but that's the great thing is water just brings it right back to life. So we're going to do that. I'm going to see if I can get it to start moving a little bit, and if not, then I might have to see if I have another container of it or pick a different color because I did not prep my paste very well. And some of these colors I don't use often enough. They do have a shelf life, to be honest with you. After you open them, it's about 6 months. Okay. Unopened, it's you can keep them almost a year. But different pigments actually behave in different ways, and that's really nothing, nothing really the company has control over, I don't think, so much as that's just sometimes the way the pigments work. All right, I'm going to get off of this because, all right, we're going to get in here heavy-handed, guys. It's just the way that some pigments work. Like I've noticed that my oranges and my reds sometimes are a lot fluffier or not as creamy, let's say, as other colors. I wish I could tell you why, but I am not a colorologist. I'm not a chemist. I can't tell you why. Okay, so we're going to keep pushing this around and try to get it to a good enough place. And if not, it's working. It's actually loosening up pretty well. I don't know if it's going to loosen up quick enough for me to do this project, but the good news is that the water is working. And so what I ultimately will end up doing is just squirting some water in it and putting it oh, there's another one. This one's Azure. It's close. Putting it in, squirting some water in it and then just sitting it on the shelf. I'm telling you, these blues, because it being spring, it's been winter, and I haven't used blue very often, you guys. Man, we are struggling. We are on the struggle bus today. Okay. Well, you know what? My idea of a blue may be out the window. Let's see. I have very bright blues, but I don't want to go with a bright blue. I want... Is that a pretty blue? I want a very simple... Hey, Elsa! Girl, I am on the struggle bus with my pastes here. I have no blues that are ready to go. Telling you. See? Prep work. That would be good, right? To actually prepare my projects and make sure that I have all the right tools in place. All right, guys, let me see. Let me see. periwinkle. That one was the one that I thought would be too light. Nautical blue. I just need like, oh, that's like a green blue though. I don't know, you guys. What do you think? It's like a green blue, but it's very ready to go. So unless I can find another blue that's ready, here's another azure. Let's see if this one, no, that one's not ready either. Some of my stuff I have had a very long time, and I don't tend to, I'm thinking actually, I'm liking this color. I'm going to use this color, you guys. I'm really liking it. See, mistakes actually are not a bad thing because it leads us closer to where we want to be, right? All right, so let's cover all these up. Hey girl, I have got more paste all over me. All right, so I wanted to kind of go, my original thought was kind of a gray blue. I'm gonna put this in the water because that is just, was to go with like a gray blue color. But, you know, like I said, mistakes lead us, and I'll work on those blues later because they will loosen up and I will be able to use them. Just not today. Okay. How are you doing, Elsa? I need to send you that mermaid. Oh my God, why have you not screamed at me? I have the old mermaid transfer, and she has been wanting that for a while. And I have been a horrible friend and have not sent it to her. Right? Also, you got to learn how to yell. Okay, guys. All right, so I know, Kimberly, right? It's so pretty. I can't wait to see when it's done. I hope, you know, kind of like when I did the octopus one, I have in my head kind of how I want it to look. And I'm really hoping that's how this turns out. But you know what, guys? I never make promises because as you can see, I barely even prepare. That's the other great thing. I mean, I can literally just look at my stash and go, yep, that inspires me right now. And that's what I'm going to do. Okay, so this will give you an idea. This is what our paste should look like. It should be like cake icing or yogurt, whatever your food favorite thing is. That's what it should be like. And then that way it, oops. It will be smoother. Okay. It'll go on smoother. It'll spread smoother. All those things. For some reason, I seem to be having a bubble here, and I don't know if it's because of the way I've laid it down, but it keeps wanting to lift in that middle. Okay. So, all right, guys. Okay, so now I can actually see. I have no idea how many people. Okay. All right, so what we're gonna do, very simple and easy. This is a little bit more of a green blue, but maybe it'll pull out the green that I'm gonna use in some of these leaves later. So you just want to spread it over the transfer part. Now, a little trick, if you're new to using Chalk Couture and you're scared that you're gonna get a little excited and go into the flower area, because I'm using a canvas, it's not going to, you know, we always say, oh, it's removable and, you know, you can reuse the surface. Well, that is absolutely true, but not on all surfaces. I mean, some of them are more permeable than others. So if you're scared that you're going to get a little overzealous and go into an area you shouldn't, you can just take some painter's tape and cover up that area. And that will help you keep from going too far. We also have different sized squeegees. I could have used the 4-inch squeegee on this section as well. Because the other thing is our paste is going to dry fairly quickly. So this is why I'm going to do the pull and lift method with this, because I don't want it to dry on me. So I could not do this middle section and then start working on all the flowers, because eventually this paste is going to dry, and if it dries, it then will clog up that screen because it's dried on top of the transfer versus making its way through the screen mesh and onto my project piece. I hope that makes sense. Okay, so now I'm going to pull off all that excess. This is a small squeegee to do that. Let's see if this will work better. My larger squeegee. Just do it at an angle. I'm going to pull off any excess. I'm going to go ahead and go over those 2 dots, because I would say when you can start to see the transfer message or picture underneath coming through, then you know you've scraped off enough. And then you're just going to put that excess right back in the container. Okay, guys, so what we're going to do is we're going to pull this up. You want to check your fingers, because I mean, I've got it all over my fingers, but you don't want to get any extra paste on there. Oops, I see where I missed a little spot. So that's very simple. As I'm pulling, I can actually, may just be where I didn't push down hard enough. Okay. No rain. And to me, you guys know me, I like vintage and I like kind of a rustic look. So sometimes when it doesn't fill in all the way, I'm okay with it. Other times it's actually built into the transfer that way. All right, so there's that part, you guys. Okay. Hi, Miss Johnson, how are you? Thank you for joining. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hit this with a blow dryer. Let things to dry a little bit. I do like the color. Okay. And then we're going to lay this back down. Okay. It doesn't have to be perfect since we're not really worried about, sorry, I've got my frame falling here. Since it's not really a positioning thing, it doesn't really matter if the flowers are perfectly positioned around, as long as I get it in the wheelhouse. I'm not fixing any of this. So as long as it's somewhere there, we are good. All right, and just, thanks, Steph. All right, I'm going to turn this sideways because it's going to be a little bit easier for me to work this way. I'm sorry if that hurts any of y'all's eyes. I know sometimes I have a hard time looking at stuff if it's not like right up and down, but that's just the way it is. Hey Renee, how are you? Okay, all right, so let's start working this area up here, and I'm literally only going to be working a small section at a time. Now it's going to seem like it's going to be forever, but it really isn't. This goes by kind of quickly. The hardest part is finding a paste that I've prepped and is ready. So, all right, so what we're going to do is, okay, I need green for my leaves, and I'm going to be using Green Envy, I think. At least that's the plan. This is what Green Envy looks like. It looks a little brighter on the camera than it does in person, I'll tell you that. I'm just looking at it on my computer screen. All right, so Green Envy, and that's stirring up beautifully. Okay. You're stalking your UPS man tomorrow? Oh, because you've got an order coming in. Hey, Missy, how are you? All right, so we've got a green. I've got a pumpkin pie orange. And let me tell you guys, I'm obsessed with this color. It looks, again, these colors look a little brighter on screen than they are in person, but I am a lover of the fall. And so any fall colors like mustard yellow and orange and that whole realm, I mean, I'm good. I'm in love with those colors. So as you guys can see, I want to make sure that my pastes are ready before, even if I'm not using the orange one right this second, I want to make sure that it's stirred and ready to go because of that drying problem, right? Because our pastes are going to dry a little bit faster than a typical paint, like an acrylic paint or whatever, and I don't want it to be drying on me. Oh, thanks, Renee. I appreciate it. All right, I'm just adding a little bit of water to this one. This one is, this color is mustard yellow. That's what I thought. Love it. I know these are like fall colors, you guys, and you're thinking, oh, it's spring me. I use like teal and all those colors. I can't help myself. Oh, and this is poppy. I'm thinking it's going to be a little, maybe a little too pink, but we can try it. And if the poppy, I was going from like a rustic, or not a bright like cherry red. I did want a little bit of spring in there, but this is like pink. Pink, like, I don't know how to describe it. Not bubblegum pink, but like pink, like 1980s pink. Okay. All right. Hey, Jackie, how are you? Canvas. Oh, the middle one. That one is, let's see if I can get my lighting. Nantucket Blue. That's that one that it's retired. I keep grabbing it, and I don't mean to do that on lives because I know you guys like to, you know, sometimes purchase colors that I use. All right, so let me get my squeegees ready. I don't know, Jackie. I think because I wanted it centered and I wanted that done. So that's why I started in the middle. And that way I can just pull and go, and not have to worry about the top. Who knows? Why do I do anything? Sometimes there's no rhyme or reason. Truly. I just thought starting in the middle would be a good idea. All right, so we're going to do some of these leaves. I want them to be green. Now, I will tell you, I am very much of the, I'm going to say of the artistic mind that leaves don't always have to be green. And I could do an ombre effect, like where I mix different colored greens in here so that you get a true like leafy effect, you know, because leaves are all different colors. But I'm just going to go simple with this. I don't want to get too difficult. I'm already taking on a lot with this one. If it was just me sitting in my craft room and I wasn't on a live, I may get a little bit more exploratory here. But we're just going to keep it simple, sweet and simple for now. Okay, so I've got some green. All right, now I'm going to want to start to work these other pieces. So let's do these little tulip looking flowers in that peony, or not peony, what did I call it earlier? I can't remember. Maybe we'll do this one. Okay, we're going to do this big one in mustard. Okay, and we need to do some orange, right? Maybe I need to get some yellows in here too. I need to probably find a yellow. Maybe I'll do that after I lift. That way I have a little bit of time. And then I'm going to do that Nantucket Blue to be able to pull that through a little bit, some of these dots. I don't know what they're supposed to be or if they're just graphic additions to it. All right. So, you guys, we're going to pull up this section. Thanks, Jackie. It's a good question. I just can't always seem to answer sometimes why I do things. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. Look at that. Okay, so I'm going to hit the blow dryer. I am liking that. All right, maybe I will grab like a purple, something to stay that might be too fair. I kind of have some dark colors going on, but let's see. What do you guys think? Should I grab a purplish color or a yellow or maybe a teal? No, I think teal's going to be too conflicting. Ooh, 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 ooh. Marvelous. Let's do marvelous. That would be very pretty, I think. It's like a purpley pink. What do you guys think? Marvelous. And what a great name, Marvelous. It's just marvelous. Hey, Sherry, how are you? Thank you for joining. All right, guys, I'm just stirring this one up. Okay, so this is Marvelous. It's like a purpley pink, I guess. I don't know how to describe it. That would definitely not be a job for me, describing colors. I don't have the adjectives in my brain to do that. Okay. All right, a little bit more stirring, and then that will be good to go. Okay. I'm going to throw that in the water. Okay, you guys, so let's now start to work our way around here just a little bit. All right, we're going to do this little guy in the Marvelous. Oh, it's so pretty. We'll do that one, and we'll do this little guy down here, this little tulip guy. Okay, now we need to do the leaves. All right, now that we've got a rhythm going, you guys, this will go fairly quickly. Now that we've decided on the color palette, it's going to go fairly quickly. All right, we got those leaves, and then this guy I'm going to do mustard. I don't know what he is, but he almost looks like a leaf and a flower, but he's going to be mustard. Okay, and then we'll do the other thing in that brighter pink, which I can't remember the name of right now. Okay, and then we will do, let's see, we'll do orange. We'll do these dots in orange, they're rubbing up right against that mustard color. And then I'm gonna do, oh gosh, it's on my fingers. Let's do bright pink and that other tulip. I know they're side by side, but that's okay. All right. Okay, I got a little bit here on the side. I can probably, it probably will be hidden by the frame, to be honest with you, but all right, so let's lift. Oh my gosh, looky, looky. Okay, can you guys see? Say hello. Say hello if you guys are joining in. If this is your first time watching me, please let me know by entering the number 1. Or if you're first time watching Chalk Couture, if you have no idea what I'm doing, or what products I'm using, you know, drop a comment. I'd be happy to answer anything for you guys, at least that I can. Poppy, yes, thank you, Missy. Is my canvas reversed? Yes, that's that canvas paper that I buy on Amazon. So it's white on one side and like linen on the other. Sorry, I have the hiccups. Linen on the other. Okay, so let me keep pulling that out. All right, so we're gonna twist it a little bit. I need a bigger craft room. Can somebody please, you know, figure out my house so that I can have a bigger craft room? Okay, here we go. Some more leaves. And I think my chair is sliding down, like it's a office chair, and you know, you can lift it, and I think it's sliding down on me. So I'm losing height. Grab, okay, hold on. Ah, there we go. I like to feel tall. All right, here we go. And we're gonna do a little bit of that blue that we have in the center to pull that in on some of these dots. Okay, a little bit more. I'm probably gonna have to add some water to my green here soon. It's a little thick. It's not bad, it's still usable, but it's a little thick. That's the other thing too, is when you have it sitting out with the lid off of it, the air gets to it and it loves to start to dry out on you a little bit. But all you have to do is add a little bit of water and stir, and you're back in business. Not too hard. Okay, so then we need to do a little marvelous here. A little marvelous, a little mustard, a little poppy. I'm actually really liking the poppy. I thought it was going to be too bright before, but to be honest with you guys, I'm really kind of enjoying that bright addition to the project. I don't know, what do you guys think? I'm trying to watch comments, so if you make one and I don't answer right away, please be patient with me. And if you guys can sprinkle the love if you're so inclined. Maybe you know somebody who loves arts and crafts and DIY projects, and you think that they would thoroughly enjoy this type of a project. I would love to talk to them about Chalk Couture and all the fun things that we do with it. All right, so now let's lift up this corner. I'm loving it. And some of these areas, I'm going to show you guys. I'll show it to you when I go all the way around. Some of the areas, it looks like it didn't go all the way through, but the transfer is made that way. There's speckles put inside of the transfer pieces. Like this has a huge speckle right here, so the tulip won't show completely. There'll be portions of it that look like it's missing, but the transfer's built to look that way. Just FYI, in case you ever get one and you're like, oh my gosh, it's messed up. I got a default, you know, a defunct transfer. That is not the case. Look at it and see if there are some of these green parts put inside of that mesh area, and that will give you a quick answer. Okay. All right. Any questions so far? Hi, Janet. Hi, everybody. I'm trying to see the names as they go through. It's on a couple of different screens on my computer, so I'm trying to keep up, but I'm not doing a very good job. Okay. So, again, my leaves, I'm just going to do green. Now, if I wanted it to look like a layered green look or different colors of green, what I would do is take this color green, dot it around, and then take a different color green, dot that around, and then literally just spread them all together. And it's going to give it kind of this camouflaged look, which is really cool. But I will tell you, you people who have OCD, and I do have it sometimes, believe it or not, you have no control over what it's going to look like. So you do have to let go of that side of it just a little bit. But most of the time, I'd say it's very rare that when I do it, it doesn't turn out fantastic. Like I'm like, oh God, that's so cool, you know. So you just got to try it. Maybe try it on a chalkboard surface first, because then you can erase it and start over. Whereas on canvas paper, canvas boards, it's not as easily, erased and redone. Just keeping that stirred. Okay, it looks like I may have missed a little dot here. All right, a little dot there. I'm just going to keep that with the green. Green here, a lot of green in this area. All right, and we're going to lift. You guys, I am over halfway done. All right. Okay. And of course, that's a major shift. I don't mind if it's not completely on the mark, but I don't want it so far off that it doesn't look, it's designed this way for a reason. So we want to try to keep the integrity of the spacing as much as we can. All right. I'm going to go with this yellow, mustard yellow. Okay. Oh no, I just mixed my squeegees. Did not mean to do that. Okay, mustard yellow, and let's do the poppy in this kind of fun little sprig here. Had a pop of color coming out here. Right? Gotta make sure I put them in the right containers, you guys. And then green. Hello, everybody who has joined. I'm trying to see all the names, but I'm trying to also move fast, so I apologize. I'll just do one big hello. Please ask any questions if you have any. I would be happy to try to answer them to the best of my knowledge. Oh, I got into that other little flower just a little bit, but I think we'll be okay. It's okay. Flowers are different colors, right? Okay. All right, we're going to lift here. So pretty. Okay. And we're going to turn. Again, do not be fearful to turn your project to the way that you need it. I think sometimes people think they have to go up and down and perfect, and that's not always the case. It's, whatever works for you. All right, so we just did Marvelous in that bottom flower. So I'm gonna actually, have we done Marvelous? We've done it on a few big pieces, but not this big one yet. I like this transfer because the flowers are already laid out. We do have some transfers that are design pieces only, and you can do your own design with the flowers and the leaves and different things, and I actually really love doing that, but I just, I'm just a little tired from work, and my brain just needed some creative outlet, but not, I didn't need to design a whole picture for myself. So this works out perfect. I was flipping through going, what do I want to work on? And like I said, it was raining today, and I was thinking, you know what, that's just a sign that spring is coming. And then what do I see? This transfer says, no rain, no flowers. And it was just kind of a nice reminder today for me to kind of say, okay, Mia, you know what? Sometimes you got to have the yucky rain to get the pretty result, right? All right, so we're going to keep going here. Oh my gosh. Guys, we're 2/3 of the way done. Okay. All right. I'm also trying to keep this on the camera so that you guys can see what the heck I'm doing. And I'm getting paste everywhere. All right. Let's do this. We're going to, since this is a big leafy section, we are going to do this part first. Now remember, this was the side that was kind of butting up against the edge of the frame. So I'm actually probably not going to go, I remember it was, I'm not going to do these right here because it's going to look, I think, a little odd going behind the frame. I don't know. If the other side didn't go behind the frame, I'm a little hesitant to make this side go behind the frame. It'll look a little off to me, I think. So let's hope I do this right. And if not, then we'll just say, you know what? That's the way it was supposed to be. I didn't see this piece coming through. Right? Because it's my artwork. I can do anything I want. All right, we're going to do this in the poppy. And then we're going to not do these. We'll do this on the yellow again. And then we will do this in the orange. I will look up to see if there's any comments here in just a moment after I lift and as I'm drying. So I don't want to mess any of this up. All right, you guys, last section. Okay. Any questions? Let me check and make sure I'm answering everything. Okay. Oh, Donna, I know, right? So pretty. Oh, good, Missy. I'm glad. Hopefully it'll inspire you. And you'll go, ooh, no, not doing that. Mia, I don't like those colors. Or you'll like it and you'll use some combination thereof or whatever. Yeah, sometimes that's the hardest part. They've already done the design for you. They've laid everything out, and then you just got to choose the colors. But you know what? Art, there's really no wrong. You know, a lot of times there's no wrong choice, but it can be a little daunting sometimes. We'll go with Marvelous. I wanted, so Missy, you missed the beginning of it. I was saying I wanted something that was a hint of spring, but still had some of those fall tones to it, just because I love fall so much. So that's why I chose the mustard yellow and the orange. You know, I know that they're not typical colors for a spring thing, but I just really loved them. So that is really the only rhyme or reason. Thank you, Missy. Rhyme or reason why I chose them, to be honest. All right, let's see here. What do I need? A little orange, maybe? Up here in these dots. That's a really big squeegee. I should have done a smaller squeegee for this. All right, and then I need something down here, maybe another Marvelous color. Help counterbalance that other side. Okay, and then we'll do that green. It's lifting on me a little bit. Hopefully I'm not going to get down to the last here and it bleed on me. You know, because that typically happens when you get those air bubbles, because the paste has got to go somewhere. And if you've got an air pocket underneath, it's literally just going to spread out. All right, guys, I'm so excited. We're almost done. Oh my gosh. All right, we're going to do another Marvelous here. And then we will close it out maybe with a little bit of mustard, since we've got that other color, the bright pink down there. All right, you guys. I'm so excited. All right, we're gonna lift this completely up. OMG, you guys. All right, I'm gonna put this in the water. Just let it soak a little bit. I've got a water bath over here to the right of me. All right, you guys, you're gonna have to hang on 1 second because I need to clean up the space, because if I'm gonna show it to you guys, I'm gonna have to move some stuff around, and I don't want to ruin it by accidentally dipping it in one of these pastes. So I'm just putting all the excess back in the containers. Okay. Let me get the container lids. All right, so once again, I'll go through these colors again for you guys. So this was Pumpkin Pie, was the orangey color, Pumpkin Pie. And Mustard Yellow was the yellow, whoops, the yellow tone, went a little too far. Mustard Yellow. Okay. And I have all my pastes like color coordinated. So I'm trying to be good that when I put them back, I don't just throw them back there, because I don't want to take the extra second to find its spot. Okay, this one, that bright pink one, is Poppy. Okay. Poppy. I always want to be like, hi, Poppy. The purplish, pinkish one is Marvelous. They started getting fun with these names. Either that or they started running out of ideas, and I can imagine all of them sitting around a table like, what should we name this one? Oh, that looks marvelous. Oh, great name. Yep, let's do that. All right, almost there, guys. 2 more containers, and then I'm going to show it to you guys, and I'm going to pull the frame out, and so you guys can see what it's going to look like. The other great, if it would fit, I'd have to, I can't remember what size our banners are, our hanging banners, but it may look really great on one of our hanging banners. And that you can switch out, like the mechanism that holds the banner, and then you can buy the inserts. And then Nantucket Blue was the last one, and the Green Envy. Green Envy was the green one. Okay, guys, so now that I've got all of that out of the way, so I'm not going to ruin it. Make sure I don't have any questions. Okay. All right, you guys. Oh my gosh, I'm loving this. What do you guys think? I like how the how it all worked out. Okay, so that's what it's going to end up looking like. So let's see if we can. Let me hit it with the blow dryer one last time. Okay, so now let's see if we can reassemble this. And my glass, actually, I need to clean off. All right, guys, hold on. I've got a little bit of, all right, we're gonna do this so I don't get, look, I got a little, the sticker. All right, let me see, because I want you guys to see the finished product. I always take a picture of it and post it too, but you guys can kind of see this whole process. I'm just taking a razor blade. Gooby Gone will also take it off. And I used to have, oh yay. See, I used to have Windex and paper towels. What happened to my paper towels? I had paper towels. And I have no idea what I did with them. I might have to go grab a paper towel, you guys. Okay, let's see here. Let's just do a little bit of Windex. And, oh, you know what? I've got my Norwex cleaning cloth. That will work for now. Let's get this off. I might have to get my Gooby gun. Well, I don't have any here. Got some at the shop. But definitely, oh, Windex is working. Okay. All right. Gotta love my Norwex products. They work perfectly with Chalk Couture. All right. So I'm gonna have to cut this canvas because it's too big. So we are going to do that. Oops, my glass moved on me. Okay. What I can do is cause a crease. Let's make sure before I cut any more that it's going to be right. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty tight all the way around. Okay, guys, so hang with me just a little bit longer and you guys can kind of see what I do here to help get this framed and done. Now, you know me, a lot of times I will upcycle the frames, meaning I will paint them, but I think I'm going to leave this one gold. I like the idea of the gold frame, mainly because of the linen paper. Oops, I probably cut that one a little too close. Okay, and we'll go up this side. It'd be great if I had like an X-Acto knife that was sharp enough, but I don't. Mine's very, very, very dull. Okay. Hopefully I did that right. We're going to cross our fingers. All right, so now we're going to flip this over because we're going to layer it, right? So we have this. This. Oops, nope, we had this first. Daggone it. You'd think this was my first rodeo. Okay. You know how many pieces of glass I've cracked doing this? Okay. Ooh! See, that's why I end up... Sometimes the glass fits in there beautifully. And sometimes it just does not want to fit in like it did before. All right, let me cut this edge just a little bit. I got a little crooked with it. Let's see if this works. Okay, you guys. Again, with my crooked cutting. Yeah, I have this mat below me that has measurements on it that will help me not cut crooked. Think I use it? No. All right, so my hook is up here. So I want to make sure that I am doing it right side up. Okay. All right, you guys, are you ready to see it? Okay. Oh my gosh, you guys. Look at this. There's a little bit of a reflection. But look, I don't know how to get rid of that reflection for right now. But I will take a photo so that you guys can see it when it's all done. But I'm so excited. It turned out so pretty. Okay, so this will definitely be for sale at my boutique by this weekend because I'm working on Sunday. So I will have it there. And if anybody likes, they can buy it. But anyways, I truly appreciate you guys joining me tonight for my project. If you have any questions about the project, what I've used, Chalk Couture, if you want to buy anything, if you want to join my team, any of that stuff, I am available and I can answer anything, or I can try to, for you. If you want to receive notifications of stuff that I have going on, I really try not to spam you too much. I send you a notification most of the time when I'm about to go live, which could be a couple times a week. If there's a special or anything going on, sometimes I'll text them out, but just send me a text to this number, 757-505-0303, and I will add you to my text notification system. And again, if you guys have any questions, please feel free to reach out. Okay, everybody, thank you so much, and I hope you have a good evening. Bye.